Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's topic, I just wanted to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone's day is going well. Today, I want to talk about something very important. Especially if you suspect the person you are with is a narcissist or they have the traits of one. And really, you shouldn't waste too much time figuring out the difference. Because if you are being gaslit, mistreated, put down, projected upon, and a lot of other toxic things the narcissist tends to do to those they are involved with, your best bet is to either get away right then and there, or work on a plan where you can get away from this person. Now, how does this tie into what we are talking about today? Well, if you ask many people that have been affected in one way or another by a toxic narcissist, they might tell you that the narcissist either left them when they were on their last leg, or they left them and took everything from them and put them on their last leg. And from that you should be able to see a pattern and understand what you possibly should be doing for yourself to keep yourself a little bit safer. Here's the facts. Narcissists need and thrive on narcissistic supply. We know this. And if you don't, I have news. Narcissists thrive on narcissistic supply. And narcissistic supply is the energy, no matter it be positive or negative energy caused by something the narcissist is involved in. And a lot of times that energy turns out to be negative and they are the direct or by proxy cause of this negative energy. They will keep you up to until 3 and 4 in the morning to argue about things that makes no sense. They might break dishes in the house. Or they might smash your stereo set. All to get you upset and to feed on you getting upset. Or they might covertly talk to a family member or friend about you, to get your entire world to get turned upside down by lies. All while they watch you flop around like a fish. But here's the thing. Once the narcissist realizes, number 1, you've figured out what and who they are. Meaning a toxic person or toxic narcissist to be more specific. And that you are at the bottom of your life. Meaning you have no more money they can get from you. And the energy you provide isn't top quality anymore. Maybe because you are too physically ill to react the same way anymore. There's a good chance this narcissist will leave you for a fresh piece of narcissistic supply. And will leave you with the house payment, the car payment, no job, and half your health. Now some narcissists might push and push. And push until you are completely and utterly gone from health problems due to the stress they've caused your life. But sometimes they will just leave you in a broken heap and on to the next target. Now, why is knowing all of this important to you? Well, this is telling you how more than likely things are going to end. And if you know what the ending will be if you stick around, and you don't like that ending, you can start to do things to break yourself free so you can have a better life. I oftentimes have said, if someone that knew how my mother was, grabbed me as a child and said, "Please James, your mother isn't going to change. Stop trying to talk to her about this or that and her changing for the better. Get out there and live a happy life. And if you need anyone to talk to about this, please don't hesitate to ring my number." I will tell you what. My life would have been a lot different. And I bet yours would have been too if someone stepped in with us at an early age. But they didn't. And we got involved with the people we got involved with. But this is why you have people like us that have been through this entire process. That can tell you, someone that might be in the beginning or middle of the process, how this story normally ends. And that's you in a broken heap. Broken physically, financially, and just an all-around mess. And for those that have gone through this process and you were left all broken up, and you are trying to rebuild your life. You might feel a large amount of shame. Or maybe you feel less than because you let something like this happen to you. And all I have to say to that is don't. You aren't less than. You were just groomed in this relationship or in past relationships to be a loyal piece of narcissistic supply. Don't beat yourself up too much over this. Your heart was in the right place. You thought you were having a decent relationship with someone. But instead you were lied to and messed over by someone that never had honest intentions to begin with. But if you are in a relationship with a toxic individual like this, someone that you believe is a narcissist, the story normally ends with you in a very bad place in your life as a result. And they will just pick up and walk off like they never knew you, to be with someone else. Now if they feel they can stay in your life, they will do so to drive you down even further. And sometimes they will walk off never to see or talk to you again. It all depends on what you have to offer them. At least in their eyes. But if you know their goal is to extract as much money and narcissistic supply from you as possible, then leave you in a broken heap. Just to leave you to be with someone else. To do this very same thing to them as well. I would seriously rethink things about your life and your relationship with this individual. Now, I don't think it's a good thing to do to say, you have to leave this person. Or you have to do this or you have to do that. Because everyone has to walk their own path. However, it would be advisable that you think about leaving this individual. Is probably the best way to put things. Because it's not going to get any better. It's not. And knowing all of this hopefully will help you put together a plan. Because the truth be told, not everyone is in a situation where they can just get up and walk away. Because there are legal entanglements and all kinds of things going on there in many relationships. But what someone can do is make up their mind. You know what? I'm getting out of this. And now every step you take and everything you do hopefully gets you one step closer to getting away from this person. And while you are doing all of this, you probably don't want to tell the narcissist that you are thinking about leaving and that you also have discovered they are a narcissist. Trust me. Things usually don't turn out well when that happens. Usually the recommended course of action is to keep that information to yourself. Unless you are telling a trusted family member or friend. Or counselor. And if you believe you are in danger this moment, contact the police. But I think you get what I'm saying here. You might keep to yourself that you know that you are being used as narcissistic supply from the narcissist. Devise a plan. Talk to legal professionals if you need to. And then when you can make your escape. Make your escape. Don't feel guilty about leaving this narcissist. Don't feel like you didn't try hard enough. And if you did get taken through this entire process, don't feel like you aren't somehow smart because you let someone do this to you. These individuals are con artists. This is what they do. They con people. And they look for those that are a bit love-starved, like I mentioned in a few videos back. They say and do the right things. They love bomb you to make you feel obligated and for you to remain loyal to them. But then when they start to rip you down, they really rip you down. And because of the love bombing and grooming that went on, you stick around. And I'm here to tell you that was all a lie. They never cared about you. But what they do care about is breaking you so far down in life as they can. And for them to feed on your pain while they do this to you. And they aren't worth it. And they aren't worth nor are they deserving of you and your love. They were a scam from the word go. Ask around in the comment section. You will hear story after story of loving kind people that lost it all because of these con artists. People that were hospitalized over stress-related health issues. And they will be the first to tell you, if you are in the middle of things right now, to consider stop putting your energy into the narcissist and put it into yourself. And devise a plan and get free. Because this usually doesn't end up well for the target if they stick around long term. With that said, that's all I have on this topic for now. but tell me what you think. Please share in the comment section below. Because there are some people that are just finding this information for the first time and they have no idea what they are up against. And your story might just save someone else's life. With that said, please subscribe if you haven't, so you can be a part of this channel's growth. And click the little bell to be notified each and every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share and like to let YouTube know this type of content is important to you. And if you would like to support even further, you can do so by the way of Patreon. And if you are already supporting by the way of Patreon, I humbly say thank you with that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.